Hey, welcome back everyone. It's Brad again. I got a special guest on the show today. This is Nugget. This guy right here is 16 years old. He's survived the depression, the recessions, and all the in between. Hey, that guy keeps on going. He's a nice, healthy cat. He wanted to join me today. Here, I'll put him down. But on the further note, I got y'all some hot news this week. It's been a lot going on that y'all should be aware about. But with further ado, let's get this started. As of right now, gold prices are sitting at $3,274 an ounce. Silver's riding at 32.55 per ounce right now. It was a little bit of a drop from this morning, but not too much of a change. But I checked the national debt clock out online, and we're still riding at $36 trillion and climbing. It doesn't seem to be going down at all. No matter the savings that we say we're making, we don't see it yet. I don't know how long it will take for this national debt to even start to go down. I'll let y'all comment below what you think. Currently, the $1 US is equivalent to 0.88 euro as of today. We all know that them kind of ride, side by side with each other. So that's currently today is what we're looking at. But what I want to get started on is I seen an article, Forbes had pushed out that UPS expects to save $3.5 billion in 2025 after cutting 20,000 jobs and closing 73 leased and owned buildings by the end of June. That's a lot of jobs is being cut, along with all the other government jobs and other corporations letting go. It's primarily, due to the limited Amazon packages that are being delivered is what the UPS says. I've noticed that Amazon's got their own trucks and deliveries that they usually use, but I've noticed that I haven't seen Amazon trucks and UPS trucks delivering a lot of Amazon packages. So, maybe people's actually cut down from the bin spending since, 2020, when stimulus checks come out, right after that and everything. So maybe people's tightened up on their money. I don't know. I'm still, doing some research on that one. But we're still, obviously, unemployment rate is still riding at 4.2%, and it's still continuing to rise as more massive layoffs take effect across the nation. So, all this is going to tie in hand to hand with each other. So, but yeah, just let me know below what you think. Also, there's been reports of the West Coast ports. They're starting to dwindle down because of the lack of shipments coming in, containers and stuff. It's just the stuff's not coming in like it used to. So what that's leading to is, many CEOs are saying that the shelves are about to be, they're warning the public to prepare that the shelves are going to start getting bare real quick. So, you might want to get the supplies you need, stock up on a few things, because, here in May, we don't know how extremely bad it's going to get. But from what they're saying, it's not looking too good for the American people right now. That's due to the, China being tariffed at, they said online 145% right now. So, we're in a trade war right now between the U.S. and China. I know we got other countries that is being held on the tariffs, right now, Canada, Mexico. But once all this stuff kicks in, it's going to get pretty rough because, you got to think a lot of the stuff that we have in America is imported from overseas, and we haven't really established in America yet to produce this stuff. I ain't saying we can't, but I think it's going to take a lot of years to, transition that over. So right now we're kind of in the beginning stages of really feeling the burn. But I know trucking companies and independent truckers, they're facing major difficulty due to port congestion and empty container situations as well, increased cost, potential lost revenue. This can result in more massive layoffs in the trucking industry as well. Business slows down, they can't afford to pay the truckers, truckers are forced to park their trucks. You know, you got independent truckers out there doing their thing. Everything's going to come to a halt. You know, people are going to be fighting over, you know, bidding on contracts and different things that they're working with for different companies. I mean, shit's getting bad. But I just thought y'all should know that, you know, if you are in the trucking industry or you know anybody that is, please let me know below in the comments and let me know if that's what you all are seeing too, because that's what's being pushed out on the news media across the nation. So just let me know, you know, how accurate that is, because we want to know the truth, you know. So feel free to comment. What else we got? I mean, it just never ends. This news just never ends. I mean, every day is something new going on. Oh, another thing that happened earlier this week, I believe on around Monday, in Colorado Springs, Colorado, which I used to live out there years ago, but a major raid took place in Colorado Springs around the 28th of April in an underground nightclub, reported by CNN, which DEA officials detained more than 100 illegal immigrants allegedly in the country, which they found happening inside this so-called nightclub was a lot of drug trafficking, prostitution, crimes of violence, illegal weapons, all that got confiscated. They're still continuing to do investigations on the scene, and you know, it's also CNN said they've reached out to ICE officials for further details. They're trying to get to the bottom of this story. I mean, we all know crime is at an all-time high in America. I mean, every major city's has got it. I mean, it's developed in a lot of rural areas too, but your major cities are where we're going to see the most, you know, action at with all this stuff. I mean, there's just so much of it. I don't even think law enforcement can even keep up anymore. It's so bad, you know, because everybody's trying to do what they can do legally and illegally to try to make a dollar, you know, and it's just not safe, you know. So, you know, I recommend when you're out in public with your families and your children, you know, just keep an eye out. Be, you know, vigilant of your surroundings and stuff, you know, because there's so much, you know, bad things happening. You know, you want to protect your kids, your family, your spouses, you know, and, you know, just be alert, because if you feel you're in a situation and something doesn't feel right, just grab everybody and go. Leave the scene, you know, because there's a lot of crazy people out there doing some really bad things. I mean, it could happen at your local Walmart, you know, your gas stations. Just be aware of your surroundings, because people are, you know, let's just say crime's at an all-time high, and it's not going down at all. And sometimes it takes police, you know, a while to get to the scene, so a lot can happen within, you know, 2 minutes, 5 minutes before they get there, you know. Sometimes it may take them 20 minutes to get there. Just don't put yourself in a situation you can't handle. But anyway, for all you San Antonio people or any, you know, people from other states, I know the Fiesta's been a big thing this year. You know, it started, you know, a week ago. It usually drags on, and people go downtown San Antonio and have a good time. They got good food, good drinks. You walk the river walk, you know, it's a good atmosphere to be in. You know, there's a lot of music. You know, everybody's down there having a good time right now. You know, millions of people visit every year they have it. And I'm hearing that, you know, it's really good, but I've heard the prices of, like, you know, alcoholic drinks, regular drinks, the food prices, I hear they're really sky high. So if you've been to the Fiesta this year, please let me know down below, you know, because I was watching some videos and stuff, people saying, you know, some drinks are $30, $20 for this drink. Food prices, turkey legs are like anywhere from $15 to $23 a piece. I mean, to me, that's kind of highway robbery for, you know, people to have a good time. But I mean, people are having to pay it, you know. I don't know if they budgeted for it, if they're just using credit cards, or they're just saying, you know, screw the bills, let's go have some fun. I don't know. But I know people's wanting to relax and have a good time. But just let me know about the prices, you know, because it seems like every year, no matter if it's a rodeo, a Fiesta event, or any type of big major event goes on, it just seems like the prices continue to go up a few dollars each year. And it's just, some of it's just ridiculous. So yeah, let me know, how you liked it. Was it fun? How much did it cost you for you and your family? Just feel free to share some information for the people. Anyway, so oh, another thing too that seems to be an issue in America: credit card debt in America continues to reach new limits as New York Fed reported that total credit card debt in the U.S. stands at $1.21 trillion currently as of today. The average person's credit card balance is $6,730 and higher. That's just the average. Average household credit card debt runs around $11,303. That's just baseline. I understand some people's probably got a lot more credit card debt than that, but and some people are responsible and just don't use credit cards, or they pay them off the month each month, which is a smart thing to do. You take advantage of the rewards points, the flight miles, all the perks that they give you. But one thing I can tell you right now is, people get them credit cards, it's not free money. I mean, that stuff has to be, paid back eventually. And you start, the credit card companies are slick. They start, they'll start you out with, say, an example of a balance of $1,000. Well, you spend it, you pay it, you spend it, and all, within 6 months to a year, you look, they've raised the balance up, or the credit limit up to $3,000, because they're trying to encourage you to spend more, because they're making money off the interest rates that they're, they want you to, technically, they want you to fall behind because them interest rates are going to build up, and they're making money off of each and every one of us doing that. So just be cautious with your interest rate, make your payments, pay extra on it, buckle down, cut out some extra stuff if you have to, but just don't let yourself get in a a bind, because once you get in a bind with credit cards, it's hard to climb out. A lot of people get so far in, they just can't do it no more, So, but yeah, that seems to be an issue, and I mean, we're riding at $1.2 trillion right now in credit cards, and as a nation, and it's not going down any. I mean, here next year is going to be even higher than that. But I just don't know when the madness is going to end, and these companies taking advantage of the high interest rates on, we're battling, people got rent prices going up every year, mortgages, taxes, everything is just rising. Interest on cars, you got the tariffs setting in. I mean, as you thought it was rough enough, then the tariffs are going to pretty much punch you in the side and say, watch this, and but yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff going on this week, and I'll continue to keep you all filled in with the latest and greatest, each day, and eventually I'm going to get you all out, and we're going to go into grocery stores and go around and actually see firsthand live what the prices are on some of these meat products and different products that you're having to spend each month on your family, because I see hear about food budgets, people's food spending, groceries are going sky high, they just continue to rise, and along with other things, and it's getting ridiculous. A lot of people are having to cut out a lot of stuff to even just get by to eat, and it's sad, but I mean, I just want to be able to show y'all what's truly going on. So, but yeah, I just wanted to share the news, and that's all I have for you today. I mean, it's been a nice warm day here in San Antonio, so I know summertime's coming and it's going to get hot. So if you are in the area, the Fiesta's going on downtown, go out, have a good time. Let us know how you like it, and but that's it. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all next time. Have a good evening, everyone.